everyone, my name is Amastimos and welcome to this video. If you don't think coding is interesting, well, let me try to change that because it's really interesting when you're interested in it. And you only get interested in it by knowing how it works. And you only know how it works by learning. Well, it's kind of a circle. It goes round and round, and the more you learn, the more you have chance to like it, and the more you like it, the more you will want to learn. But it's just starting to understanding programmation, which is hard. Getting the first interest in the topic is kind of hard for most people. It's intimidating, and I can understand that, and this is why I'm making this video. So right now I am in a text editor. I'm on Linux also. Two information that are really important. If you don't know what Linux is, there's plenty of video on the topic that other people have made that you can find easily on internet. If you don't know how to install it, there's plenty of tutorial that you can find easily on the internet. This is not that video. This video is about learning to program something easily. And yes, let's just start by opening a terminal. This is a terminal. You can do it again, if you don't know how to open the terminal, there's information on the internet. I would say that Google is your friend, but that wouldn't be true. So find a search engine that you trust and start to do some research. And if you have to, you can use Google, even though Google is your enemy. That's a fact. Okay, so now that you're in your terminal, by default on most terminal, you will be in your home directory. So if I do ls or la, let's clear the screen for a moment. ls, this is the home directory, and you have your document folder, your picture folder, your video folder, your music folder, and the basic folder are in there, including the desktop folder. And once you're there, what you will do, if you do la, you will see the hidden file and directories, which start with a dot at the beginning of the name of the file, and then or directories. And if I do nano and dot bash rc, I will be in my bash rc file that I can now start to edit and modify. The bash rc contain codes that is run when you start the terminal. That's pretty much it. It's a code that is read and it is executed when you start a terminal. So let's just close that by doing Control X, because I'm not using nano. I will be using gedit. If I can just write it properly, .bash rc. Maybe it's too small for you. I won't enlarge my font for making YouTube videos, so make the video as large as you can. And yeah, it will be small because I guess I have a large screen, so when you compress that to the YouTube format, I guess it's hard to see clearly what the text says, and also it's always smaller unless you're in full screen. So yeah, it might be hard for you to read, but there's nothing interesting in, except then the fact that I wrote gedit space .bash rc, and now it will open gedit and you can start coding. So you can add stuff in your gedit, not in your gedit but in your bash rc, and when you will save it and start a new terminal, it will execute the code. So this is a function. Okay, back to topic. We're in. This is the beginning. I should put like a timestamp maybe in the description. This is the beginning of the tutorial. This is a function in bash. So bash is the terminal language. It's not really a programming language. It's more a language that is used to activate other function or other software that are built into your system. Like it is a launcher for multiple application, and you can have variables. So to my opinion, it's a programming language, even if some do not consider it such, because you have variable and stuff, even if it wasn't Turing complete, which I think it is. But I'm not sure. I think that for a language to be Turing complete, it needs to be able to edit part of the memory of the computer, and I don't know if this language is advanced enough to do that. But it's good enough for this tutorial, and you will be able to do so much useful stuff just by learning Bash. To my opinion, it's the most important programming language to learn on Linux, and it's even more important than Python. So the first programming language you should learn on Linux is how to program in Bash. So here we have initialized the variable x, which is equal to 2, the variable y, which is equal to 2, the variable a, which is equal to x times y. And we use the BC function or program, call it however you want. We use BC, which will do the calculation for us. Like I said, when you program in Bash, you don't necessarily have to program everything because you have access to all those Unix utility that comes from, I think, GNU, which is a really good foundation organization. I'm not sure, but it makes open source software, and it's thanks to them that we can have a working Linux desktop. So it's the GNU. If I just do a quick web search, we have the time. But you know, you can just search GNU on the internet and learn more about Free Software Foundation and stuff like that. It's a system exploitation free, a free system of exploitation that is based on Unix and function with the same philosophy. And GNU is generally associated with free software. So there you go. That's your resume of GNU. So now that we have set those three variable, and you can see that I put this function right here, this command inside of two braces, and I put a $sign in front of it. This means that we need to execute the command and then put the output of this command inside of the variable a, and this is why I use the $sign and the braces around the text. So we read the input of the user, which we will call, here we will prompt the user with the question. So it would be something like saying x times y. So we ask the user to solve this question. And we put the answer into a variable called answer. So this is a variable that we just created. Or we can probably have it already set right here and, you know, just change the value of it later on with the read function. So if I do answer equal answer, there you go, equals 0 by default. And if I continue right here, we can start coding the if statement that will verify if. And then you can use these. I think that it's equal like this, and we can do something like $sign. We want the answer times is equal to the a. So that's the math. That's what we want to calculate. So we can end this line right there to say then what we do, we can place the answer right here to what we do if the answer is good. So we can maybe just print, and we cannot print. Maybe we can, I don't know. Let's just use echo, it will be way simpler, and just print good answer. And then if I want to end the if statement, I can end it here by doing phi, or I can do else, and then I can do what happens if we do not have the good answer, and then we can close this by doing phi. And if I just type, I think we should put those into a string so that no, it will be good like that. I think that keeping them as an integer should be fine. It's always a pain in the ass, I think, in Bash to differentiate the value, because you have different operator right here that goes to say if it's a string or if it's an integer. There's different type of operator that you need to use. So this will be the bad answer, and we will be able to test our program right away as soon as I'm finishing writing this, so I can now open a terminal. And we have a problem. Here we have a problem. What is it? I'll take my previous program as a reference. So if I take a look at these, okay, I think I have a little idea of what might be the misunderstanding. I needed a space between the if and the if statement, and there you go. And now we can maybe try the program by doing m game enter 2 times 2 would be 4 if I'm not too tired if I don't fail this basic question, and integer expression expected bad answer. So I think it takes this as a string, and so since it's a string, I think we can just simply use this. Oh, I get it. No, it's just because we forgot to add the $sign to say it's a variable that is already set, and this is a variable. When you want to get stuff from the variable, you can put the $sign in front of it, and when you want to output stuff, when you want to output stuff from the variable, you put the $sign in front of it. When you want to input stuff into the variable, you don't. So that should work now. If I do 4, good answer, M game, and if I do like 5, bad answer. I am a genius. We completed this tutorial. This is all for today. It's a basic program that only asks you 2 times 2, and when you have and tells you if you have the good answer or the bad answer. It's a little bit stupid and useless, so what you can do to make it more interesting is put the program inside of a while loop, which we can just copy from here. So always copy what you already have done. Don't remake the same stuff all over again. And there you go. This goes there. I'm gonna tabulate this entire section, and we can end the while loop with done. That's how you end the while loop. There you go. And each time that we get the good answer, we will how do we break the while loop? That's a good question. While true. So how do we exit out of the while loop? With break, of course. We put the break on the while loop. That makes sense. So if we have the bad answer, we quit the program. If we have the good answer, we do something like x plus equal 1. I'm not even sure if we can do that, or if I have to do something like equal x plus 1. That would be stupid, but I think that's the way to do it in Bash. So let's save this, close the terminal, open a new terminal, start the same program all over again. Good answer. Now we still have 2 times 2. So it did not work as I intended. Good answer, good answer, good answer. And if we have the bad answer, it closed the program. That's amazing. So at least something works, but this doesn't. So how do I change that? Do I have to say that we already have set the variable before? So if I close terminal, always refresh your terminal when you did modification to the bash rc for, and now bad comment found. Plus 1 doesn't work. What am I supposed to do? 2 equal, okay, so it's x. Maybe just this will work. I'm not sure, but I will hope so. Let's just try again. And 4, it doesn't work. Okay, so how did I increment value previously? Let's just, again, copy from myself and steal from myself. It's more accurate to just say I steal from myself. I'm looking at index equal 1 and index plus 1. That's what we're looking for. It's probably not the prettiest way to increment a number in Bash, but it does the job, and if you have a better suggestion, I'm gonna read it in the comment of this video. And now that we have our way of incrementing number, we need to use the variable that we want to increment, which is x. So let's save this, close the terminal, open a new terminal, test the program once again for good answer, and it still doesn't work. Why? Oh, because we reset x each time we oh, that's stupid. That's very, very stupid. So those those variable initialization goes there. So maybe my previous way of doing it wasn't wrong. So let's try it once again. X equal x plus 1. Let's just try that for once. And if it doesn't work, we'll try something else. It doesn't work. And I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't work, because we forgot to say when we want to output value from a variable, we put a $sign in front of it. Otherwise it will, merge them as a string. It will consider it as a string. So if I do 2 times 2 equals 4, and it still doesn't work, but I feel like there's progress somehow. So yeah, let's just use the previous method. But can I just do this? That would be so great if I could just... It won't work. I'm pretty sure it won't work. It would be so nice if we could just use the plus plus to increment something. Can I use analysis? Like, I feel like I should be able to use analysis. Or can I make my own function to do that and use my function inside other function? I don't know. You tell me in the comment if you know more on this topic than I do. But if you do, why are you watching this video? I don't think that I am that entertaining, and I think that my broken English would disappoint most people from continue to watch this video. But you might tell yourself, but there must be other video on Bash on YouTube. Well, maybe, but this one is good. I think it's a good way to learn Bash. It's a great project, and I don't think other people have done the same exact project that I did, because I improvised something, and that's cool. And now you have a small game in your Bash RC. So 3 times 2, what is it gonna be? Oh, amazing. 2 times 4, what is it gonna be? Oh, amazing. And let's pretend that I'm really stupid. So 2 times... Oh, it's too tempting to give the good answer. I'm gonna give the good answer, but this time... okay, until my brain just stopped working, okay? So, oh, this one isn't easy. I don't know it by heart. Okay, let's end this here. It clearly won't. Okay, let's try that. Ah, damn it, I still got the good answer. And this time I'm gonna fail for sure. Damn it! Okay. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I got the bad answer. That wasn't right. Yeah, it couldn't be. It would have been something like 9 plus 9. It's 20 minus 2, which is... was it 18? Ah, damn it, it was 18. Pretty sure. Wait a minute, I need to calc that to just confirm that I'm not stupid. Yeah. 9 times 2 equal 9. I somehow doubt it, but I think the reason why it's acting up is because of the spaces. I think I don't have... Yeah, it's 18. I knew it. I'm not that dumb. Even when I drink a little alcohol, and even when I'm super tired, I am not that stupid. But I'm still a little bit stupid. Little bit. So you see, you don't have to be smart to do programming. This is a really good project that everybody should code, and you should teach your kid how to program them, or if you're already a kid, you should program this, and you should spread the knowledge around on why Bash is so amazing, why Linux is so amazing. You should just, spread the gospel. Spread it all over the place. Everybody should know about Linux. Everybody should know about Bash, open source software, and all that stuff. It's welcome to Wonderland. I even have a quote right here. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Well, this is the entry to the hole. So, welcome to Wonderland. Have a good day. And this video was completely recorded from my terminal, and I'm watching Star Trek. I know it's really geek, and that's pretty why I'm watching it, It's so far it's okay. Next Generation that I'm watching currently, it's okay. It's not the best show I've watched. I have other shows that I prefer a lot, but I'm gonna, watch all of the Star Trek Next Generation seasons, and then maybe I'll like it. But so far it's okay. It's a way to pass time, I guess. It's something that I can do, and when you have some free time, you can just stream something. yeah, watch something, and maybe I won't watch it completely. Maybe I'll get tired and halfway and give up watching the series, and I'll watch something else. Maybe there will be good animes this season that I will watch instead. But so far, the season is pretty dry when it comes to anime. Or maybe I'll go back to reading books. I did that for a while, but it's been a while since I've just took the time to sit down and read a good wuxia novel, you know, like billion pages of wuxia novel. Ah, these novel never ends. It's great. If you never read a good wuxia novel, um, there's plenty of good one. I like A Will Eternal. It's a classic. I think everybody should read it. It's amazing. It's really long. I doubt you will finish it. I did, but I didn't because I think it's still ongoing with these wuxia. It never end. It's the same with most anime, but it's even worse with wuxia. I don't know why, but maybe it's because those are light novel, which doesn't make sense because in my definition of something that's light, it would mean that there's not a lot of content. But with those wuxia novel, there's always a lot of content. Always, not necessarily. Some of them, but I mean the popular one, they never end. They never end. But I'm pretty much the same with shonen when I think about it. One Piece, don't think it will end so soon. But yeah, that was a side topic. I like to do that. Just talk about stuff. I enjoy a lot of stuff. I watch a lot of series also. But right now, season's pretty dry. Maybe it's because of the COVID 19 outbreak. Whatever the reason of this outbreak, whatever the way the government handle it, it's the current situation. So we get less good series, and we still got some pretty good stuff. We still had in the beginning Lucky, which was a really great Marvel series, and some good Marvel stuff here and there. A little bit of What If, that was great. Not just Marvel stuff, but it's one of the big names that people recognize. And well, I mean, speaking of Marvel, we also had like not so good movies like Shang-Chi and but I mean, when it comes to Spider-Man, I think Sony with the new Spider-Man will do a great job. That's still to be seen. The movie hasn't been released yet, and there's the Venom movie which was released, and I don't think it will be that good. But for kids, I mean, that's probably the target demographic, and I think that's a wise move on the part of Sony to keep making movie that will grow with its audience. So this is movie for kid, and they also have movie with a little bit older kid and adult alike, maybe family movie. But it's also great to make stuff focus a little bit on the younger audience. It's a good way to grow a fan base, and that's a good move. That's a wise move. And I'm really tired. I need to drink a little bit of water, and I have a rabbit which needs to be fed. And that's not an expression. I have a literal pet rabbit, which I may not be able to keep because I need to go into another country to escape from the tyranny in my own country. And there's also a lot of fascism and paranoia. It's never a good sign when mass paranoia and mass fascism and totalitarian tyranny is take over a country, and it's that's why I need to flee somewhere where it's not like that, and hopefully I can make it in time. But before I leave, I have like a driver license that I have to pass, and I have already taken an appointment to try to pass my driver license. So if I could just you know successfully pass my driver license before I leave, that would be great. But it's I don't have that much time to leave because after a while they have planned on locking us in, that we cannot leave without without some consequences. So that's why I am forced to quit my country real soon, and this driver license stuff only delay me closer to the limit date, if I want to call it that. Yeah, I'm not good with word tonight. So that's it. That's the end of this video. Have a good day. You can like, subscribe, maybe share this video, and
I'll see you in the next video.